Morning everyone. I am Sayakshara from 7th PLP. I am going to explain about the first flag of India. Its name is Flag of Indian Independence. It was designed in 1906. In Europe, in 1579, during the 80 Years' War, which established the independence of the Dutch Republic from the Spanish Empire, the newly formed Netherlands have adopted the first tricolor in the world, known as Prince flag. It's an orange, white and blue flag. During the French Revolution in 1790, the late colored and blue, red and white flag which was adopted to symbolize the overthrow of monarchy. And the flag of Netherlands and the flag of France have inspired the other countries all over the world to make a tricolor flag. And our country, India, was also inspired to make a tricolor flag. The partition of Bengal in 1905 resulted in the introduction of a new flag representing our Indian independence. And the Vande Mataram flag, the part of the national Swadeshi movement, it comprised of Indian religious symbols represented in Western heraldic fashion. The tricolor flag included three bands of color. Those are green, yellow and red. In this tricolor flag, the 8 lotus on the upper green band represented the 8 provinces of the time, and the crescent and the sun in the lower red band represented different religions such as Hindus and Muslims in our country. And the central yellow band has a slogan in Hindi which is Vande Mataram. And this flag was unofficial flag of India, and it was used only once at the annual session of Indian National Congress. And so many flags didn't gain any attention from the nationalist government. Thank you. The complete flag was collectively designed by Madam Kama, Vinayak Damodar and Shanti Krishna Verma. The flag was the first unfurled in Stuttgart, Germany by Madam Kama on August 22nd, 1907, and it was the first Indian flag to be hoisted on foreign soil. The flag was also a tricolor, but introduced the saffron for the first time. The topmost band was of orange color with 8 stars, and the yellow was the middle with words Vande Mataram written in Hindi, and green at the bottom with the symbols of sun and moon representing the different castes of India. Another version of the flag was also released with 1 lotus and 7 stars. The stars signified the Saptarishi constellation. Thank you. This flag was created by anti-dissident Lokmanya Tilak, and this flag is also called as the Home Rule flag because this flag was created in the Home Rule movement. And this flag has 5 red stripes and 4 green stripes. And this flag has a Union Jack. And also, let's talk about the creator of this flag, Annie Besant. So, she was a British theologist and educationist worker, and she was born in October 1st, 1847, and she died at 1933, October 10th. And the length of this flag is 60 centimeters and the breadth is 90 centimeters. Thank you. Over to my friend Nandini.
First proposed the flag to the Indian National Congress in 1921. The flag was designed by Pingali Venkaya. He gave his suggestion to Gandhi in AICC session which was held in Vijayawada. In the center was a traditional spinning wheel symbolizing Gandhi's goal of making self-relevant fabricating of own clothing. Now we can see a red stripe. This stripe represents Hindus and green stripe representing Muslims. The white color represents other community people. Over to my friend Krishnakant.
Speak about the 5th flag of India, which is the Swaraj flag. Detractors of the Indian flag movement including Motilal Nehru, soon hailed the Swaraj flag as a symbol of national unity. Thus, the national flag became a significant structural component of institution of India. In contrast to the subdued responses of the past, the British Indian government took greater cognizance of the flag and began to define a policy of response. The British Parliament discussed about the public use of the flag and based upon the directives from London, the British Indian government threatened to withdraw the funds from the local governments and municipalities. That did not prevent the display of Swaraj flag. Soon the Swaraj flag became official flag of Congress at the 1931 meeting. However, by then the Swaraj flag already became the national flag of independence movement. Over to my friend.
Good morning, my name is Hansini. Now I am going to explain about our present flag. Our present flag, in July 22, 1947, the Constituent Assembly adopted it as free Indian national flag. After the advent of independence, the colors and their significance remained the same only. The Dharma Chakra of Emperor Ashoka eventually became the tricolor flag of independent India. The width and length of the Indian flag is 3:2. It was initially designed by Andhra Congressman Pingali Venkaya, but Gandhiji wants Venkaya to incorporate a chakra or spinning wheel at its center. He also expressed his wish that the national flag should be in three colors: red to represent Hindus, green to represent Muslims, and white for other faiths. In the national flag of India, the top band is of saffron color, indicating the strength and courage of the country. The white middle band indicates peace and truth, with Dharma Chakra. The last band is green in color, shows the fertility, growth and auspiciousness of land. Thank you.
Everyone had understood the 6 changes made in our Indian national flag from 1906 to 1947. Now I request the head of the institution, Mr. Sanjay Bhattacharjee Sir Garu, to address this gathering auspicious occasion.
Good morning, everyone. I'm really happy and glad to see that children are coming up with different ideas. I shared my ideas with the Department of Social Studies that we must need to celebrate particularly 2 events. One is the National Flag Day and the other one is coming on 10th of December. So that they will be talking to you what is that event coming up. You know, the significance of National Flag Day is not only to portray the changes over the years where we started our journey to have a national flag and where we ended up. The significance of National Flag Day is the day is devoted to the soldiers who died or who sacrificed their life during the War of Independence and afterwards to secure and to give our protection. So National Flag Day is actually a day dedicated to the soldiers who sacrificed their lives. And generally, today's day, people gather donation or fund for the family of the martyred soldiers and it should be sent to the government of India. So this is the noble cause of National Flag Day. First we celebrated National Flag Day is on 1949. And the symbol of the National Flag Day are 3 different colors. One is red, one is light blue, and the other one is dark blue. This symbolizes the participation of Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and Indian Border Security Force. So border security force signify the color of red, and the other two, water and the sky. So this is the main reason we decided that we will be dedicating our seminar or assembly to them, to the soldiers who sacrificed their life. I appreciate the Department of Social Studies to come up with this, and you wear the flag that you guys are seeing it. 6 changes that happened over the years, and finally we came up with our beautiful Tiranga. So now you know that where we started our journey and where we ended it up. So I wish all of you a very happy and prosperous National Flag Day. My tribute to the people, to the soldiers who sacrificed their life to give us the freedom and to protect us from any kind of interference from the other countries or opponent countries. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Good morning, all of you. Yeah, first of all, I would like to appreciate the students who have taken part in this one from last 2 to 3 days. They have done fabulous work, and in the second tour only, so they came up very well. Today I have gone through this one. I don't have that much of an idea about that what is history behind this flag day, but according to what is that the history of this flag day, the number of types, 6 types. So initially it started and from ended up with the tricolor. So I would like to appreciate the work done by the students, and at the same time the teachers who motivated them and encouraged a lot to come up like this. And I would also tribute to the armed forces. Honoring of this day is completely armed forces. As Sanjay sir said, this is the tribute to the soldiers who have sacrificed their lives. Now from that day onwards, today till now, we are completely in a safer platform, safer zone because of soldiers. So 100% we would like to, what is that, tribute to their sacrifices in a different forms. So according to you, you can come up with a different kind of a society works. So, and it is also comes under your responsibility as an Indian. So please do that one and keep it up. Try to do the same way and try to do hard work. Thank you. Thank you very much.
One thing I want to say will not take much time for you. Children, most important thing I would like to appreciate is how many flags are represented here and still how many of them are lying there. I could say that sorry to you, all of you, because we can't display all the charts here. And children, I could not remember the names of the person who designed these flags, but I can remember the names who prepared the charts, because all of you have done a lot of work. Okay, and I think I heard from your teacher that it was prepared in only 1 period. For that, all of you appreciate yourself. Pat yourself. Pat yourself. Louder. Very good. Very good. Okay, so how much dedication we are giving to these people who prepared, who designed the flag, that much dedication is also given to you, because you designed your own flags in 1 period. That is the thing I like most. Okay, and the thing is, it should be built in your body, children, in your all parts of your body, in your blood. This nationalism should be developed from the right bottom of your heart. Okay, thank you, children. Thank you. You have used your precious time, examination time, to prepare the charts. Thank you very much. I thank the social department teachers and leaders who encouraged you. Thank you.
I thank Mr. Sanjay Bhattacharjee sir, Garu, Pinnacle Head, Gopi Krishna sir, Coordinator Lakshmi Deepti ma'am, and all the teachers and all my friends for making this program successful. From the bottom of my heart, I thank Principal Mr. Sanjay Bhattacharjee sir for giving us this opportunity to know about the revolution of our Indian flag. Thank you.
So, today my topic is about national flag. We all know India has a flag. And now, coming to the first question, why is the national flag mandatory for a country? The reason. A flag reciprocates three key principles of a country. So, we have three keys. Equality. So, equality is nothing but each and every person belonging to any class or any gender is equal. Next, coming to dignity. Dignity is nothing but whatever represents an individual. You are decent, you are having a dignity. Whenever you are representing something in the form of a symbol or in the form of a color, it represents you. That's what called as a dignity. Then, coming to identity. Every one of you have another color. That's called the identity of a person. Identity is nothing but how a person can represent you, how a person can address you. That is called an identity. Your thumbprint is your identity. Your blood is your identity. In the same way, for a country, the national flag is identity. And then, what if a country do not have any national flag? In our whole wide world, with 196 countries almost, we have so many colors of flags, so many different types of flags. But imagine if there is no flag for so and so country. Our Indian flag, it took almost 6 to 7 revolutions till our present Indian flag have come, right? So this many changes took place. It is nothing but when a person or a group of communities is satisfied, something comes to the national. That will be representing a community or some country. Now in that case, it is a national flag. It is a symbol and it is a representation of our Indians, of us to others. We have different flags. US flag, United Kingdom flag, London flag, Pakistan flag, all these flags. But we only know the significance of our country's flag. It has 3 colors, right? Saffron, white and green. Each color represents something. So, whenever you address our national flag, it is called as a 3-round or 3-color flag. So, a flag is a piece of fabric with a distinctive design and color. It is used as a symbol, a signaling device for representing a prestigious. Whenever you have seen many movies, in those many movies you always observe any kingdom will be having a flag. Whenever the opponent is destroyed or whenever an opponent is defeated, the person can have the right to raise a flag. This is what we generally see in the movies. So we can go to each and every person and tell, I won the battle or I won the match, right? So something attractive can be posed to the people. Now we have different brands. Coming to clothes, coming to food, coming to shoes, we have different brands. Out of all them, we just remember the symbol. The symbol represents us what is it. This is called an identification. Also, coming. It is a piece of fabric. Most of the flags are made up of fabric. So, just talking about our Indian flag, we have 4 parts in it. First is the color. First color is saffron, then white, and then blue. On the white color, we have a small circle. Sorry, it's green. On the white color flag, we have a small circle which have 24 stripes. That is called as Ashoka. So, I guess you all know who was the side of the flag of India. Pingali. So, he is the one, he was the former one, he was the first one to derive this national flag we used to. So that we had almost 5 to 6 flags. But the one which have introduced, the one which everyone is convinced is the flag which we are using today. So the colors of the flag reciprocate the characteristics of the country, the principle they follow, and the traditions they again from their ancestors. That is the main reason the flag consists of different colors and looks color. For example, if you go to see the US flag, American flag, you find around 4 to 5 colors. So one color indicates hallmark characteristics. Whenever you have observed all the 6 revolutions in an Indian flag, we can see so many flags. One has a machinery of Mahatma Gandhi. This is what was given to our ancestors, given to us by our ancestors. This is the property we have. This is the most best thing which we can give it or which we can showcase it to the other country. So flags were originally used mainly in warfare, and to some extent they have examined insignia of leadership, serving for the identification of friend or fear as a revealing points. So friend or fear. I have a friend, you might have an enemy. I have an enemy, you might have a friend. Whenever you want to go, represent someone, want to showcase that you are winning upon someone or you are losing upon someone, surely you need a symbol. Every person cannot do the symbol. Remember something. The cryptographic notation is the best notation. Which can be remembered for a long time. So next. So-called as the tricolor flag designed by Sir Venkaiah, the Indian flag took almost 7 changes. The flag consists of 3 colors, white, saffron and green. Each color represents a principle. The flag also consists of chakra called Ashoka chakra, with 24 lines. So this is the derivation of Indian flag. Our flag was already driven by Sir Venkaiah. And these are the, now we can see different colors over here, right? Each flag consists of different colors. Those different colors represent how, what and why the country is happy. For example, coming to India, white represents peace, right? In such a way, each country has some color designating so and so characteristics or something about them. So every flag has a meaning. We should never underestimate a flag. Every symbol has a meaning. Nothing should be done, nothing should be spoken wrongly about a flag or a person. Thank you.
Loud.
So today I am going to be telling you about why is a flag important for a country. So in the presentation we are going to learn about what is a flag, what is the importance of a flag, and history behind our Indian flag, how we got our Indian flag, and about the 3 colors, and we are going to be giving a conclusion about why is a flag important. So introduction. Flag shows that we belong to a community, organizations or nations, or that we share the same beliefs and goals and follow the same set of rules and regulations. So a flag defines that we belong to a community. So our Indian flag tells us that we belong to a community. Like we follow the same religions and same rules and regulations. For suppose in USA there will be only mostly taught religions, but in India there are various religions, cultures and states. So we can say that India is a very religious country. So we can say that by our flag, that our flag shows that we are of variety of people. So like that, every flag shows us that we belong to a community, organization, or we follow this set of rules and regulations. So next, what is a flag? A piece of cloth or similar material, typically block or square, attachable to one edge of a pole or rope, and used as a symbol or emblem of a country or institution, or as a decoration during public festivals. So what is a flag? Flag is nothing but it's a piece of cloth. It's more rectangular, square type. So we can use it to hang it to a pole or a rope. So flag it's a symbol. So flag is basically a symbol. Flag is nothing but it's a piece of cloth where there will be a symbol on the piece of cloth, and it denotes us as we belong to this certain community. And it is also be used as a decoration in public festivals. And we can see that we have different types of flags here. Like every country has a particular flag and it has its own meaning. So importance of a flag. Flag is important because it stands for the nation's land, people and government. You can see below. Also, flag is nothing but flag is important because it represents the nation's land, its people and government. So a flag represents the nation, the people living in that particular country, and the government. So flag is very important because it shows about the country and its main religions or communities. So we all know that this is our Indian flag, and we can see that it consists of 4 colors. It is orange, white, blue and green. So this is called as Ashoka chakra, as we all know. So history behind our India flag. So what is the history behind our India flag and why we got that flag? So, Gandhi was first proposed the flag to the Indian National Congress in 1922. The flag was designed by Pingali Venkaya. In the center was a tradition that really means. We can say that the spinning wheel symbolizes Gandhi's goal of making Indians self-reliant. And the next means orange strip basically is for the Hindus and green strip is for the Muslims. So this is what and it was proposed by Gandhi in 1921 and it was designed by Pingali to replace red with saffron and to include a white stripe in the center for other in the starting instead of saffron there was red color. So and there was no white in between. So after certain discussions, we can say that red is replaced with saffron and including the white strip. So we include a white strip because we show our respect that we also believe in other religions other than Hindu and Muslim. As well as to symbolize peace between the communities. So the white strip also tells us about the peace between all the religions and communities and provide a background for the spinning wheel. However, to avoid sectarian associations with color scheme, the three bands were later designed to portray new meanings, courage and sacrifice, peace and truth and faith and similarly respectively. So we cannot say that the saffron strip belongs to Hindus and green strip belongs to Muslims. So to not categorize this, they later again gave them a new meanings like courage, sacrifice, peace, truth, faith, and similarly respectively. So for saffron color it means courage and sacrifice, and the white color denotes the peace and the truth, and faith and similarly respectively. So these are the measurements of Indian flag as you can see. So about three colors. In the national flag of India, the top band is of which is saffron in our national flag. It denotes the color and it indicates the strength and relief of the country. Next, the white in the middle band indicates peace and truth with that one. So the white in the middle of the Indian flag denotes that peace and truth. And Dharma Chakra is representing Ashoka Chakra, which is in blue color. So the last band is green color, shows the fertility, growth and auspicious phase of the land. So the green color basically represents the growth. The green color basically represents the fertility, growth and auspicious phase of the land. So it basically denotes the fertility of our factories and growth of our. The national flag of India is a pride of our nation. Furthermore, the flag of India represents the sovereignty of the country. Most noteworthy, it is a moment of sheer progress and happiness for every Indian towards the national flag flying. We can all say that every flag is a pride for its own country, not only our country. In every country, the national flag is their pride. So whenever we see our national flag flying, we can all say that we stand up and salute it. So we can say that every national flag is a pride to their country. So that's it. This is the end of our presentation.
Go back.
So if I would show you pictures like this and ask you that what country is it? So many of you wouldn't recognize it. But if I show you pictures of flags and say what countries are this, you can say it easily. US, India and China. So it makes us easier to identify a country by its flag. So what is a flag and why does a country need it? Flag is a cloth which represents our country. Flag represents nation, people and the government of the country. National flag is a symbol of freedom. So if a country has a flag, we can say that it has freedom, and our national flag is an inspiration for peace. So our national flag contains three colors: saffron, white, and green. So this is the evolution of our national flag. So you can first we had something like that, and now we have evolved into this. So here are some interesting facts about flags. Greece has the prettiest flag. As you can see, this is the Greece's flag, and only 3 nations have reverse sides flags. Next one is only 2 countries in the whole world have square flags. They are Switzerland and the Vatican flag. Fact.
If you go first,
There are so many world flags. Who invented the very first flag? What are the colors on the flag mean? What is the importance of flag? So many questions. Let's see the answer. Let's understand the flag clearly. A flag is a piece of fabric with a distinctive design and colors. Flags were originally mainly used for welfare to extend and they have some remained insignia of leadership. There are totally 193 national flags in the world. Who invented the very first flag? Elizabeth Betty Rose is very famous for making the very first American flag, but she is never account of her own contribution. And she made the first. She introduced the first flag in 1776. The Indian national flag represents the hope and aspirations of the people in India. It is a symbol of our national pride. Let's take another example to understand flag. The tricolored flag of France is an emblem of the Fifth Republic. Why do countries have different flags? Flags show that we belong to a community, organization, or a nation, and it also shows what a regular set of we follow the regular set of and same set of regulations, rules and regulations. Why are there so many different world flags? Flags are symbols of country's identity. As a national symbol, each country has its own flag. In the 18th century, the first flags were hoisted. Because it stands for nation's land, people and government, a national flag is an important symbol for most countries. The Indian flag represents the hopes and the aspirations. Every free nation of the world has its own flag. The national flag of India was adopted in its present form during the meeting of Constitution Assembly held on 22nd July 1947.
The first flag was in
there is only one non-rectangular national flag in Nepal, and there are only 2 square flags in our world. Fun fact is, the largest flag ever made was a Manu national flag that measured 349 into 222.
349 by 226.
And there have been 27 versions of American flag. And for the oldest flag in the world. The 5th one is there are specific rules for the display of flag. First one is display the flag from sunrise to sunset, and second one, the flag should never touch the floor or the ground, and third, no lettering of any kind of should not put on the flag, and fourth one, a damaged flag should not be displayed.
damaged flag should not be displayed.
I would like to say good afternoon to respected principal sir. So this is part 2, and first we will ask the question, why is a flag mandatory? Next one. There are many reasons for a flag to be mandatory. First of all is patriotism. It instills pride and everything. It instills pride in the people.
Can you go back to the picture?
Like in Independence Day and Republic Day, whenever you salute and sing the national anthem, you just feel a deep and touching feeling to your heart. That's called patriotism. And you only experience that when you are singing the national anthem or saluting to your country's flag.
Next, symbols. The flag represents the identity and the dignity of the country, and it also symbols the honor and courage of the country that it fought. It symbols how the country was formed and much more. It's a symbol of honor and glory. In many countries, there is a large military, and the large military has scored many victories. If we take the example of the Indian military, they have scored many victories against the British and Pakistan also. Next is the meanings of flags. Now, North Korea's flag. You may not see this in your everyday life, but it's actually very interesting flag. The red color of the star stands for the communism in the country, and the blue and white stripes are a symbol of unity.
But in India,
And the Lebanese flag. It's a very interesting flag. As you can see, it has a tree in the middle. The red stripes in the top and bottom represent the blood that was shed to liberate Lebanon from its conquerors. Next, the Indian flag. The top is the saffron color, which represents courage and sacrifice. The bottom, green. Green represents our growth and growth and faith in our country. In the middle, white is there. White is a symbol of peace. And the Ashoka Chakra is a tribute to Gandhi, and his chakra of the spinning wheel. China's flag. China, in the middle, it represents, the big star represents communism, and the four smaller stars represent the social classes.
Now I'm gonna speak about our national flag, the evolution of our Indian flags. So first flag is Sister Nivedita's flag. It was invented in 1904 to 1906. It was during 1904 to 1906 that the first Indian flag came into existence. It was made by Sister Nivedita. The flag came to be known as Sister Nivedita.
and this is the flag.
The flag is Calcutta's flag. It is in 1906. After Sisters Nivedita's flag, the Calcutta flag introduced the idea of the tricolor for the first time. The third flag is LA Nationalist flag. It is from 1906 to 1907. The topmost green band had 8 rotors, flowers representing the 8
Provinces. That time India has 8 provinces.
Right.
So that was the representation.
Below the words Vande Mataram, and the lowermost band had the moon on the left and the sun on the right side.
That actually she cropped it, and while
1907, the flag was also a tricolor, but introduced the color saffron for the first time. The topmost band was of orange color with 8 lotuses. Yellow was in the middle with words Vande Mataram, and green at the bottom with symbols of the sun and the moon. Fifth flag is the home rule flag. The flag has a red-green strip, one with the Union Jack at the upper left hand corner, and 7 stars in the middle. Mahatma Gandhi's flag. It is invented in 1921. The colors of the flag represent the dominant religions of the country with a message of promoting religious harmony. Seventh flag is the Swaraj flag. It is from 1923 to 1947. The colors of the flag were changed to saffron, white and green. The symbol of chakra was changed to symbolize the Swadeshi movement. And this is the 8th flag, the flag of sovereign. Invented in 1947, the saffron bond came to denote courage and selflessness, with the white stood for purity. peace and truth. The green strip for faith. Host our flag during national festivals.
Better that is not post, that is hoisting.
Hosting a flag signifies the rise of new nation free from colonial domination. It represents that we have much freedom and it feels great to hoist our national flag during national festivals. It's also because a flag displays as a symbol of national joy on national festivals. It shows our gratefulness and respectfulness towards our motherland, and also shows our joyfulness and that we got freedom on national festivals.
And that day we decided that this day will be dedicated for National Flag Day. The reason is the people, the soldiers, those who sacrificed their life in 1947 and before, when the war was going on between us and the British. So to pay respect and tribute to them, those who sacrificed their life, we agreed to celebrate 1949 onwards, today's date, 7th of December, as National Flag Day. And the date is actually for collecting funds for the people, the family members, those who sacrificed their lives. So this is the main significance of the National Flag Day. To just pay tribute to them and to raise funds so that we can give them financial support. This is one thing. Second thing I want to say, when I was watching your presentation, majority of you people say 1904, the first Indian flag. If I am not wrong, prepared by Sister Nivedita. The majority of you say 1906, the flag that came to in use. But before that also, the first Indian flag, if you believe in Indian culture, when Vedic period started 5,000 years ago, that 5,000 years ago, that time the first we are hearing, there is a story, I think you guys only, Sandhya Sriram ma'am is your teacher? Not Sandhya Sriram, Sandhya Vasani ma'am? Who is your social teacher? No, then I came to one class. I think you guys studied that one. There was a chapter, Ashwamedh Yagga, social, 7th class. I know this is 8, but 7th class there is a chapter. The first information that we get from that Ashwamedh Yagga 3000 years ago, that time the white flag used to be used to ask for friendship and peace. That is the first thing that we heard about it. And second time we heard about the national flag that been used in Dwarka. You know, in Dwarka in Gujarat, underneath, under the sea, under the ocean, there is one palace found. People believe that that is nearly 6,000 old, and that is Lord Krishna's palace. In that palace, there is a symbol, it looks like a flag. So the flag in Indian flag was not new one. It is actually a very old concept. And from that time onwards, we are having that one. Apart from flag, another thing in ancient history that used to give us the sense of patriotism is the coin. Coin means the currency. Majority of the Indian kings and the emperors, they used to have their own coins. Either their face will be emblem on that or some different kind of pictures. So the flag and the coins, these are the two things, very ancient, since very ancient time, those symbolizes the patriotism. Okay? Thank you.
And first of all, I would like to appreciate your efforts. So who have prepared this one and you beautifully designed. And preparing the PPT by collecting all this information is not easy task, but you have made it. Okay, that one just I am appreciating all of you. But only the thing is, whenever you are taking this kind of information, and first you have to see to that whether how much that information is authentic. So whatever somehow one child told that one Ashoka Chakra, this shows that is not like that.
The spinning wheel.
The spinning wheel, and it shows somehow it represents a different manner. So before going to take this kind of information, just first once you go for the authentication, whether it is authentic information or not, then if you come forward, 100% it looks true. Why? Because it goes outside also. So 100% authentic information we should pass to the society. So, and other than that one, everything has gone well. And as sir said, so actually the significance of this today's National Flag Day is the armed forces. We are paying tribute to the armed forces. Whatever they have done for us in the last, from 19th, 18th century onwards. So for that one, just we are paying tribute, a small tribute from our side. So from that, by taking that occasion, we are celebrating this National Flag Day. So on this auspicious day, once again, I would like to appreciate all of your hard work and happy National Flag Day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
December 7th. As you all know that this day is celebrated Armed Forces Flag Day. This day is celebrated in order to commemorate the soldiers who are working in the armed forces. Okay, this day is also has been taken, in order to take the ranks and the flags from the British controlled India, and from then we are celebrating every year annually this day as Armed Forces Flag Day. Now, as you all know that this is an Armed Forces Flag Day, let us know more about this, and over to Naba Fatim.
A flag is a symbolic representation of a nation and its principle. It is considered as a pride, and it is unanimously associated with the nation's spirit and ethos. The national flag of India in its current form was first adopted during the Constituent Assembly held on July 22, 1947. But how did this present form reach here? If yes, who designed it and how did it look back then? Before the national flag was accepted, there were many other versions of our national flag. Over to Paramita and Shilpi Karti.
On 7th August 1906, new national flag was unfurled in Parsi Bhutan in Kolkata. Now it is known as Girish Pal. National flag with equal stripes, green at the top, yellow in the middle and red at the bottom. Green finally includes 8 lotus flowers which represents 8 provinces of British India. In the middle, yellow, Vande Mataram is written in Devanagari script. Now it is followed by
The second unofficial flag of India was first brought by Bikaji Kama in 1907 and was hoisted in Paris by Madame Kama and her band of revolutionaries in 1907. 7 stands represent Saptarishis.
In 1917, a flag was designed by Annie Besant and Lokmanya Tilak during the Home Rule movement, and this flag had 5 red colors and 4 green imposed on them. And at the top left corner, we can see the Union Jack, and at the top right corner, we can see the white crescent and the star.
Bengali Venkaya designed the flag which consists of 2 colors, red and green, which represents 2 other religious communities. Mahatma Gandhi advised to add white in the middle to represent all other religious communities. Spinning wheel in the middle indicates emerging powerful symbols of nationalist.
31, Venkaya redesigned the flag and added the symbol of Gandhiji's chakra at the center. Saffron signified strength, white signified truth, green signified faith and prosperity. And the chakra symbolized the economic regeneration of India and the industriousness of the people. This flag was adopted in 1931, and this flag was also the battle ensign of the Indian National Army.
Final and current tricolor flag which came about 1947 by Bengali Venkaya, and it has 3 colors in it: saffron, which indicates courage and strength, and the middle white band, which indicates peace and truth, with the Ashoka Chakra, which is also known as Dharma Chakra, which has 24 spokes in it and blue in color. The blue color indicates sky, ocean, and universal truths, and also it represents the movement and the progress. And the green band, the last green band, which is in green color, which indicates fertility and growth and faith.
Commemorate the Indian soldiers and who are working in the armed forces, who are helping.
Who sacrificed their lives during the war, freedom war. And since then, this date is dedicated to them, the one who sacrificed their lives. And another part of this date is to raise fund for the soldiers who lost their life. And the amount, generally the amount that we collect, that amount is sent to the family of those who died or who sacrificed their lives. So the rest of the family members can get benefit from this fundraising day. Today, 7th of December, is declared as the National Flag Day, interpreted as Armed Forces Flag Day. So this is the symbol of today's session. Okay? Thank you.
Thanks.
The teachers and students of Paramita Heritage School have also started to commemorate the lives of the sacrifices of the soldiers who had lost their life during the independence. We have donated like whatever we are able to do, we have donated, and we are going to, like, we have informed the students and we have collected in our, so this is we are going to raise fund for the lives of the soldiers' families. Thank you.
I want to say about this flag, as we have Air Force, Army and Navy. If they work separately under separate flags, there will be no proper coordination. So that enemy country may take the, they may misuse this gap in the coordination. So Indian government has brought all these, Air Force, Navy and Army under one flag, so that they will be working together. If there is any war type of situation comes, so these three forces will work under one flag, that is our armed forces flag. So I wish everyone a happy Armed Forces Flag Day today. And being an Indian, I say proudly that I'm an Indian and we have such armed forces in our country. Thank you.